Success! Well, we all want it, don't we? But what is it? Would you know it if it smacked you in the face? That was the question I had to answer for myself. And 4.5 years ago, as I record this, I did, well, maybe a crazy thing. Maybe I did a brave thing. To me, I just did a necessary thing, and that was I quit my job. I quit my job December 31st, 2013, and woke up on January 1st, 2014 with no plan, no visible means of income, no real idea how I was going to do it. I just knew I couldn't stay in the legalized slavery market anymore. I'd done it for 37 years. And I had more things I wanted to do with my life than stay on that treadmill, because that's how it felt to me. Being on a treadmill, going to work to do stuff I no longer enjoyed, and coming home exhausted. My health was starting to crack up in order to pay the bills to keep the life that I wanted going, except I wasn't having much of the life that I wanted. I had some of it, but I was too tired to enjoy it, and not enjoying the parts of it that made the other part happen. It just seemed to me a crazy model. And what kept me there? Fear. Fear that I couldn't make it. Well, here we are. It's 4.5 years ago. I made it. Now, at the time, you may be saying, well, you must have had a plan. I didn't. I didn't have a plan. I had things I knew I wanted to do, and I'd been trying to do most of them for quite a long time. I just hadn't yet made any money at it. Well, little bits here and there, but barely enough to pay for a dinner out. So certainly not enough to pay all the bills. So I really didn't have a plan. Well, you must have had money in the bank then. No, I had enough money to last me 3 months. And so I had January, February, March. And I knew that if I got to the beginning of March and I hadn't seen any more come in, I'd start to panic. If I got to the beginning of April without any more coming in, I'd have been in trouble. So I had that. Now, here I am 4.5 years later, and I'm on it. I'm doing okay. I'm living the dream. I live life on my terms. The thing is, here's the thing. See, people say, oh, well, but my life's okay. And if that is true for you, then fine. I'm really, really happy for you. If you are enjoying your life as it is, but just do this little reality check, will you? I mean, I've written some things down here. I'm just looking at some notes. Do you feel, because this is how I felt, overworked and underpaid? Do you feel that you hate Mondays? Listen, there's nothing wrong with Mondays. I love Mondays. But I don't have to go to work. There's nothing wrong with the day. It's what you have to do with the day. Do you feel that you don't have, or do you discover that you don't have enough energy left over to do the things you really want to do and you really love? That's where I was. Your relationship is under strain because you're too tired to enjoy it. You're too tired to go out or go on dates. You're just stressed. Your health is showing signs of cracking up. Listen, November 2013, I thought I was ill. I was very ill. For me, very ill. I wasn't hospitalized. I wasn't, as far as I know, at death's door. But I was ill enough that I had no energy at all. I couldn't, literally for days and days, I couldn't get up. I couldn't even think. It was awful. You can't remember the last time you really slept well? I was always tired. You spend more time worrying about the bills, the chores, and keeping other people happy, and you can't really remember the last time you really treated yourself. Do you have those kinds of experiences? If you do, then in my book, I would not have classified that as success. I'd have classified it as it's living. I'm just about keeping my head above water, doing this doggy paddle thing. Now, I now, looking back, I can see how I've done it. I didn't do it straight away. It didn't all fall into place. It took a while, and I had to. I I, I tried a lot of things, which I now see was a mistake as well. That cost me a lot of time and angst, because what I didn't want to do was I didn't want to create yet another job, just one that I didn't know if I'd get paid for. Do you see what I mean? I wanted to create freedom, doing what I love, and money coming in. So I now have figured out how, when it did come together, how it did, and there are four pillars of success that I now believe I've nailed it down to a formula, and I'm gonna make some more videos and tell you about how to use those pillars and what they are. But first, I want your help, because I know my story. I know the challenges I faced, but I don't know yours, because everyone's. I don't want to know chapter and verse. I just want to know, what are your obstacles? Now, below this video, and maybe if I can do it, not sure, but below this video there will be a link to a 1-question survey. All right. Now, if you want, but I don't want you. This is a public forum. If you're on YouTube, this is public. So I'm not asking you to, because your name will appear as well. So if you want to post in there, what I want to know is, what are your 2 biggest challenges about personal success? What are your 2 biggest questions? The dreams that you've parked, and the ones you think can never come to fruition. Why have you done that? What are the challenges that stop you? But I don't want you to do this publicly, and I don't necessarily, because I realize this is personal, so I don't necessarily want you to tell me who you are. So there is a link which will take you to a form where you will need to put your name and email in, but that will, as soon as you do that, it will take you to an anonymous survey. So I will have a list, but I'm not going to know who's answering what, unless you want to tell me. So please, would you click the link, join the list. And by the way, the reason for joining the list is so I can update you about what I'm doing about the answers, because what I'm going to look at is, I'm not going to answer individual questions. I'll look for themes, and if there are some big issues there that come up for one person, then I will help if I can, and if I know who you are. But that's separate. But what I want to do is, I want to look for, what have I missed? So please click the link below. You'll be taken to a page, enter your name and email. That's all you have to do then, nothing else to do. And immediately then you'll be taken to a 1-question survey. It does not ask you to tell me who you are. The survey is separate from the list. It's anonymous and free, of course. So that's it. It's an appeal for help. If you're watching this video, no matter whether you're a man, woman, or child, doesn't matter where you live in the world, the only requirement that I have is that when you write the answer, do it in English, because that's the only language I can read. But otherwise, you're welcome. So thank you very much. And I look forward to, well, stay tuned, because I will be posting more on this subject as we progress. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.